All right, let's talk about something that's been bugging movie fans for years. You help fund a film, and then what? Well, today we're diving into a huge, and I mean huge shift in how that works. We're talking about moving way beyond just donating and into actual ownership.
I mean, come on. How many of you know this feeling? You pour, say, 50 bucks into a movie you're passionate about, and you get a t-shirt, which is cool. But then the movie makes millions, and you're just left on the sidelines with your t-shirt getting nothing else. It's a classic story, right?
Well, guess what? That whole way of doing things, it ends today. The game is completely changing.
Okay, so to really get where we're headed, we've got to first talk about what's broken. Let's call it the Kickstarter t-shirt problem. This really gets to the heart of why the old way just doesn't cut it anymore. So look, here's the breakdown. It's really about being a supporter versus being an owner. In the old world, as a supporter, you give some cash, you get a t-shirt or a poster, it's a one-and-done deal. You have zero financial stake. But in this new model, as an owner, you provide the funds and you get back a share, a real actual piece of the pie. You have a financial stake in the movie's success. And that right there changes everything. And that brings us to what we're calling crowdfunding 2.0. Seriously, this isn't just some minor update like an app on your phone. This is a revolutionary shift for anybody out there who loves movies and has ever dreamed of being a real part of making one. So just think about it for a second. What if your support meant more than just a perk? What if believing in a project and putting your money where your mouth is actually meant you got a piece of the action when it succeeded? What if you could be more than a fan? What if you could be a partner? So you're probably asking, okay, how is this even possible? Well, the magic ingredient here is something called an STO. That stands for Security Token Offering. Now, I know that sounds a little technical, but stick with me because it's actually pretty simple when you break it down. Basically, an STO is a completely new way for you, a fan, to buy shares in a movie's budget. Instead of just donating for a perk, you're literally becoming a part owner. The security part means it's a real financial asset, not just a gift. And the token part just means your share is held digitally. The bottom line, you're not just a backer anymore, you're an owner. So the core idea here is a total flip of the script. We're going from donation to investment. See, your contribution isn't a gift anymore, it's a share. That means the movie's success is your success. And yeah, if the movie hits it big at the box office, you could actually get dividends paid out to you, just like a real investor. Okay, to make this whole thing super clear, let's use an analogy everyone can get behind. The potluck dinner. This is going to perfectly explain your new role in all of this. Right, so in the old model, it's like this. You're invited to a potluck. You bring the best ingredients, you put in the effort, but then the chef takes all of it, cooks a fantastic meal, and eats it with all their friends. You get a thanks for coming on your way out the door. So let's put these two potlucks side by side. With crowdfunding 1.0, you bring the ingredients and the chef eats the meal. Your reward is a thank you. That's it. But with crowdfunding 2.0, the STO model, you still bring the ingredients, but here's the big difference. You get a seat at the table. Your reward isn't just a thank you, it's a share of the meal itself. You get to eat what you helped create. So what does this all boil down to for you, the movie fan? It means your whole journey in cinema is about to level up. You can go from just being a fan on the sidelines to being a real, honest-to-goodness film investor. And look, the process is actually pretty straightforward. Step 1, you discover a film project you're totally passionate about. Step 2, you buy a share through an STO. Step 3, boom, you're a part owner. And step 4, the best part, you get to share in the success if the movie takes off. Think about how box office money usually gets split up. You've got the studio's share, the distributor's share, the creator's share. It's a pretty exclusive pie. But now, look at this. There's a brand new slice in that pie, the fan investor share. For the first time ever, a chunk of the box office can flow right back to the very people who helped make it happen in the first place. So when you really step back and think about it, you have to wonder, is this the future of cinema? Are we on the verge of a whole new era of movie making? One that's, more open, more fair, and where fans and creators are truly partners. Because at the end of the day, this isn't just about a new way to raise money. It's so much bigger than that. It's about ownership. It's about fundamentally changing who gets to own a piece of our culture. So I'm going to leave you with this question. Could the next blockbuster actually be funded by you? Think about that. The next time you see some massive movie trailer, just remember, the power to create that is shifting. It's not just for a handful of suits in a boardroom anymore.
it could be in your hands.